This AI won first SL1 race. But is this really bad AI from description? Let me show you. This is one of the first training attempts, and as you can see, it went just amazing. Well, at least they are doing something. Or this one, look at these skills. Must admit, AI have some sick moves. Before we take a look at my favorite, let's quickly check map for this race. By the way, I am IK, your host for the second race of the league. And here is my favorite part. Showcase of advanced intelligence. They actually was doing this for entire night during the training process. Can you imagine my frustration? So, for that reason, all this junk data is erased. I reset them on the basic context steering, which led that AI to his first victory. And now you know. But I have a question. Can he repeat that again? And what is context steering? Well, context steering is more about that later, as we have a race to cover. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second SL1 race of the first season. Our focus is on Novarta, a racer from Zira Speedsters who is striving to secure the best starting position in this race. Hold on, Novarta activates his booster, a stunning display of speed as he overtakes Luna Nebula, Quasar Nova and Aurora, a well-timed booster activation. Luna Nebula isn't taking this just lying down, timing is everything, and just before she came, she engaged her booster. Her teammate Aurora is passing by, but wait, there is more action as Nova Blaze from Astro Falcons entered to the scene, taking over both of them. The opening moments of this race unfold as a series of duels, races against the racer, team against the team. Right from the launch, it's intense showdown as these pilots engage in the fierce and intense combat. The show goes on and Saron takes over Aquasar. Excellent entry into the chicanes ensures him 2 more takeovers in this race. Aquasar and Astra are in duel, challenging each other. Xyla is taking a chance and takes over both of them. Zephyra Gale is the next to fall. What an amazing battle we are watching here, ladies and gentlemen. It's like these AIs have something to prove in this race. Altia Sol from Ivory Rockets is breathing down the neck of the Sentinels team, pressuring Novux. A wide entry into the chicane almost cost her a 3rd place, but just in time, she activates the boost to set up battle for the first position. Team Sentinels are still holding the 1st and the 2nd place in this race. While we are watching the tail of the race, the battle doesn't stop as boosters are activating one after the another in this fierce combat. Xyla is challenging and taking over Solaris Astra. Saron is the next. Oh, that collision! A dirty move by Xyla. I was expecting something like that from Car Riders, not from Aurora Rockets team. Zira does the same to Araka. Aurora Rockets are showing their strength openly in this race. Ara Aroh is the next, and Ara is defending her position. Enough is enough, Zira, as Ara refused to be bullied like that from the Aurora Rockets team. A short break from action to introduce Solaris Astra, an ex-military pilot. She's chasing Ara Aroh. Her speciality is creating control chaos. Perhaps her involvement at the tail of the race has something to do with the team tactics, as Quasar Nova is far ahead from her teammate in this race. Lanawa goes way too wide and loses her position. A boost would be perfect here, and there we go. Perfect timing for the boost, taking over Xyla, ending just in time for the chicanes. Excellent execution from Lanawa. Amazing race we are watching here, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, the spotlight is on our star of today's race, the winner of last race, Zephyr on Woost. Let's take a short break and use him as an example of context steering. Context steering is essentially the AI's response to his environment through the signals. Let's imagine we have rays around our Zephyron. Each of these rays represent one signal, true or false. True meaning there is collision, and false meaning there is no collision. Now, we have all these rays stored in an array, and each frame we are checking are they true or they are false. If they are true, meaning there is collision, we are ignoring them. But the false one, we are using their vectors to calculate the future direction. Of course, this is just simplified explanation of core idea. We don't have too much time to cover more in depth because we are back in a race. We are following Quasar Nova as she playing her role as an attacker, while Astra is holding the tail of the race as far as she can. This wouldn't be strange as both of them have military background. We are expecting some tactics from them. Zephyron and Ori in duel. Oh, Ori tried with a boost to push Zephyron, but it backfires as Zephyron halts, causing Ori to spin. Excellent control of Oost. Zephyron might be too wide here. No, all good. He knows what he's doing, blocking the attack of Aurora. Can he manage to get an even better placement in this race? Seems like he's waking up just right now. While we were watching Mr. Oost, his teammate Altia Sol is in the first position. Not anymore, as Orina has something to say about that. These two are challenging each other the entire race. Nice entry into chicane. This is the last lap and we are almost at the finish line of this race. Altia Sol in the second place while Orina is holding first position. Altia Sol is boosting. Will that be enough? Altia Sol just before the finish line takes over Orina for the win in the second race of the SL1 League. That was an excellent finish. Altia in the first place, Orina in second, Novux in third, Luna in fourth, Nova in fifth, Quasar in sixth, Aurora in seventh, Zephyron 8th, Stella 9, Saron 10th position. Ladies and gentlemen, I am speechless. What a finish we were watching. Once again, Altia Sol secures first place for her team. Sentinels are second, followed by Cosmic Sirens, Astro Falcons are fourth. And at the top of the pilot's results, Altia is first, Zephyron is second, and Orina is in the third position. I am IK, your host. If you haven't watched it yet, I am inviting you to watch first race as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you had a good time as I did. See you next time.